very warm welcome to all my lovely students. Hope you all are fine. This is your English teacher Mrs. Janaki Biswas once again back with your English online classes. Students, today in this video we will deal with a very important part of grammar, that is tense. What is a tense? You have read about present tense, past tense and future tense in your previous classes. But now let us read it from the beginning and in detail. So what is a tense? Actually, tense refers to the time of action indicated by the verb. Tense refer to the time of action indicated by the verb. It means that the verb, it shows the time when the action has taken place. And students, there are three forms of tenses. Mainly, they are present tense, past tense and future tense. And in short, we know that past tense means the action already done, present tense happening at the moment, and future means the thing or the action which will take place. Now, to understand this, let us have a look at the board. I have demonstrated it through an example. Have a look at the board. See students, we can see a car here. Let us think that point A, the car started from point A. At present, it is on point B, that is it is crossing point B and it is heading towards point C, that is its destination. I am repeating once again, it's a car. It has started from point A, heading towards, crossing towards point, crossing point B and heading towards point C, that is the destination. Now, if we look this through tense, it will be, that is point A, from where the car had started. This point A refers to past tense, that is was and where. Point A, the car had already crossed, so this is the activity which has already been done. So it is past tense, was and where. Past tense is represented by was and where. At present it is in point B, that is the present tense. We can see also the car here. So in the present tense, the car is at point B and the verb which refers to present tense are is, are, am. And it is heading towards point C, that is the future tense, shall and will. Once again, the point A, the car was here earlier. It started from here. See through this arrows. From point A, the car had started. So this part, the action has already been done. So this is the past tense. Present, in the present tense, we can see the car, students. It is moving. So this shows the present tense. That is the action taking place at that point. And it will move towards point C. This is a future activity. It is going to happen. And future activity, future tense is presented by shall or will. So present tense, past tense was where. Present tense is, am, are, is, am, are, and future tense shall and will. So through this video, students, through this example, I hope past tense, present tense and future tense is clear to you. Now you will study present tense and past tense in detail. As I said, tense refers to time. So tense is related to the time. Now what time? Time of the action. Now I have written the definitions. Have a look at the board. I have written the definition of tense as well as the three main forms of the tense, that is simple present, simple past and simple future. So have a look at the board, students. Tense. Tense tells us about the time of the action indicated by verb. Again I am repeating. Tense tells us about the time of the action indicated by the verb. So from verb we come to know about the action, and tense tells us the time when the action has taken place. Now three forms: present, that is simple present tense; past, simple past tense; and future, simple future tense. Now what is the definition of present tense? You all very well know the activity which happens at the present moment is called the present tense. So see the definition here, students. Present tense, or we can call it as simple present. The action that happens in the present moment is called present tense. The action that happens in the present moment is called present tense. It is generally referred, or it is generally used, generally the verbs which are used here are is, am, are. Is we use with singular form, with am we use I, and are plural form. So once again I am repeating, the simple present tense, the action that happens in the present moment is called present tense. The verbs are is, am, are. Has and have is also there. When I will explain present tense, I will explain it in detail. Now past tense or simple past, the action that has already happened. That means the verb will tell us that the action that it has already happened, and that is the past tense. So the simple past, the action that has already happened, and the verbs are was, were, had. Future tense, that is simple future. The action that is yet to take place means the action which will happen. It has not occurred, but the action which will occur is called as future tense. And here we use the verb shall and will. So once again, tense tells us the time of the action indicated by the verb. Three forms: present, past, and future. Present, the action that happens in the present moment. Past, the action that has already happened. And future, the action that is yet to take place. Now students, we will learn present tense in detail. I explained you the definition of present tense, that is the action which takes place at the present moment. Now you should know where we use simple present tense. Mainly there are 4 points which you should keep in your mind, that where we should use or where we generally use simple present tense. Like when it is a repeated action, when we express a habit, when it is a universal fact or a general fact or a state. So I am explaining these rules one by one. Have a look at the board. Simple present tense, the first place where we use is, it expresses habit and repeated action or routine. So simple present is used to express habit. Means the habit, like if someone is going to the temple every day, if someone is going to the school every day, if someone is reading newspaper every day. So it expresses habit, and repeated action means the action which we keep on doing every day, and routine. So example, I walk to school every day. So it is a repeated action. That means the action, that is I walk to school every day, that means I am repeating this action again and again. So in this case, we always use simple present tense. Like I walk to school every day, I read newspaper every day, I go to temple every day. So the work which I am doing every day, it is called as the repeated action. The next example, Dad sleeps at 10 o'clock. Now it is his habit, it is his routine. Like Dad reads newspaper every day. So it is again his habit also. So in these cases, we will use simple present tense. Now see the second one, to state general truth. So when we have to say something which is generally true, in those cases we will be using simple present tense. Example, a teacher teaches about life. It is a general fact. So here we will always use the present tense. Next, simple present is used to state universal fact. That means the thing which you cannot deny. It is the universal fact. Example, leaves fall in autumn. Or you can say the sun rises in the east. So these are something which is universal. So I am again repeating. Simple present expresses habit or repeated action or routine. Like I walk to school every day. It is repeated action. And about routine or habit, dad sleeps at 10 o'clock. General truth. A teacher teaches about life. It is a general truth. Universal fact. Leaves fall in autumn. The fourth point where we use simple present is simple present state that are true at the time of speaking. That means when we are speaking, that time it is true. For example, she loves her pet, Timmy. It shows the state. That means at that time when the sentence is told, at that time she loves her pet. So simple, the fourth point, simple present. It states that are true at the time of speaking. So I have discussed all the 4 points now. Now let us see the structure. Where and how we should use the verb. Now if I, we, you, they and other plural subject is there. So in the sentence, you very well know that we have subject, verb, object. So if in the sentence the subject is in plural form or I, we, you, they, these 4 also are plural forms. So if in the sentence I, we, you, they and other plural subject is there, then the verb which we will be using, it will be the base form. That means play, sing, eat, drink. And the second one is if the subject is singular, like he, she, it. These 3 shows singular form. So he, she, it or other singular subjects are there, like if a name of a person is there, Ram, Sita or Mr. Singh, a teacher. In those cases, we will add s or es to the base form, like plays, catches, eats, sings. So students, for simple present tense, you have to keep this structure in mind. If the subject is plural, we will use the simple form. That is the base form of the verb. We will not add any s or es. But if the subject is singular, then we have to add s or es as per the requirement of the verb. So students, these are the basic rules of simple present tense which you should always keep in your mind. The 4 points and the structure which I have written just now, that is when the subject is singular, you have to add es or s to the verb. When the subject is plural, you have to keep the verb as it is in the base form. Now students, let us do past tense in detail. Past tense. Generally, past tense is used in 2 places. That is the verb. Past tense verb is used in 2 places. One, to show the event or the activity or the action which is already completed. And the other thing is to express a past habit. Now have a look at the both students. The past tense. Express a past habit. That means the habit which I had in past. So it expresses a past habit. Example, he often visited us. It is a past habit. As students, this verb visited, it is in past tense. So when it expresses a past habit, the example is he often visited us. And the second one is it expresses an action that happened in the past and is now over. So it is referring to an action which had already happened in the past. For example, the cat drank the split milk. Here students drank. This word is in past tense, so it is a past activity. Or you can take a sentence as I helped mother in cleaning the house. There also helped is a past activity. So please keep in mind, expresses a past habit, that is he often visited us, example. And next, expresses an action that happened in past and is already over, like the cat drank the split milk. Students, simple past, what is the structure? Remember, I have discussed the structure in present tense also. Now, what is the structure of simple past? We generally add D or ED to the base verb to make the verb in the past form. I am repeating, we generally add D or ED to the base form of the verb to make it past tense. Example, danced, used. Here in dance, we have danced, we have only added D, and here also in used, we have only added D. Now there are some more examples where we add ED, like play, played. So play is the base form. When we are adding ED, it is played. So the first structure, the first point is generally D or ED is added to the base form to make the word in the past tense, that is verb in the past tense. And students, do remember, in case of irregular verbs, a slight change is done in the spellings, like eat, ate. Ate is the past tense. Catch, caught. Fight, fought. So do remember the structure. The first one, simple one, that is add D or ED to the base form of the verb. And the second, in case of irregular verbs, a slight change is being done, like ate, caught, fought, then wrote, that is the right base form, and then the word, the past tense is wrote. So students, in this video, we have discussed two important form of tenses, that is the present tense and the past tense. And as I told you in the beginning, students, tense is one of the most important part of the English grammar, and particularly verb. So in this video, two forms I have discussed, and then in the coming video, I will be discussing some more forms of the tenses. So for now, students, this is the end of this video. Take care and stay safe.